Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Press Play. We're back on it, giving you a raw reactions to your guys' music videos. You know what to do. I'm here with my co-host. To my right, I got Lena.
And
to my very right, I got my boy Flossie the Boss.
You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's good to see everybody. It's been felt like 6 months hiatus. We haven't seen each other. We've all been. We kind of went through a bout over here with the whole thing. So we kind of just decided to take a step back, regain our composure, everybody get healthy and strong, so we come back and we're doing it big. But it's good to be back. It's good to see everybody. And of course, Lena, what did you do over the time that you didn't have what we did? So what did you do during the downtime while we weren't recording for the last 5 weeks?
I've been hanging out with my friends, working so much, just making money, honestly. You know, what's the best thing to do?
Making money is always a priority in my life.
But going out, always is fun. I went to the beach a couple times, but it's freezing right now in California. Not freezing. Well, for us, it's freezing.
Yeah, it's 60-some degrees.
Anywhere. And people like in Michigan or
it's 2 degrees
the East
over
Coast.
there.
Yeah, you guys are probably laughing at us, but it's pretty cold for us. But I had a good time, but it's good to be back. It is good to be back.
So a lot has been going on in the media. You've seen recently, what do you guys think of? You saw the Kanye West situation. Let's talk about it a little bit. Apparently his daughter, Chicago, was having a birthday party. He went on social media and he kind of did a request for the public to help him. Because apparently no one told him where the birthday party was. And, with his separation with Kim, there's been a lot of hostility back and forth. He's demanding, hey, I have a right to see my kid. It's the birthday. How is she going to feel? Chicago going to feel if I'm not there for her birthday? And apparently he was reaching out to everybody to put pressure on Kim so he can get information to go to this party.
Right.
So he ended up showing up there anyways. But what do you guys think about what happened and what's going on with Kanye and Kim? And when you go through a whole divorce, there's always that whole struggle, and usually the kid sometimes is held hostage.
Right.
So what do you guys think about? First, Lena, let me ask you, what do you think about what's going on with that situation?
Okay, so I've seen a little bit of it on social media, of course.
Yeah.
But backstory, let's take it back. So with what we know there, he wasn't. Kim said that she didn't want him there. That's what we're getting.
Right. That's the narrative he put out there.
Right. What I did hear is they had already planned that he had a birthday party at 4:00 for her separately.
Right. I heard that.
Yeah. So, and I can understand where she doesn't want to mix where her ex is coming, like her ex and her new boyfriend, but allegedly she says that Pete and him have never met and that he hasn't even gone over to his house.
Well, actually, he met her. He met Pete because when she did the Saturday Night Live skit,
right. I mean the kids.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah, the kids haven't met Pete at all apparently, and all that good stuff. Also, I heard that. What is it called? He didn't even bring Christmas presents for them on Christmas. So I don't know how he's going to bring the narrative that he cares about. Oh, he needs to be there because I read that he said that he needs to be there for Chicago. Right. But apparently Kylie and Travis let him in, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
That's what I heard.
Kylie and Travis let him in.
What do you think, Prodigy? What's your opinion on this?
I don't know. It seems kind of like a little bit childish. Like, if you really go into it, you can understand that, he wants to see his kid for his birthday party, but he's known all along, she knows what her birthday is, and they could be planning something else, but then also, I don't know. I feel like he made less of an impression of himself for being a good dad by crashing a birthday party for your little kid than he, did of just would have been, trying to show up. I don't think obviously they didn't want him to be there, and I've seen a lot of people are kind of getting on Travis for giving him
for snitching
because he gave them the address for the party,
and that's what's terrible for poor Travis trying to hook up a brother with Kanye, and then he tells on him.
Yeah,
right.
He just ratted him out. Hey, Travis, don't that's booty.
Apparently, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that like I think like what Travis did was like totally like understandable and cool because like it's
if
your
he knows
kid.
Kanye, yeah,
Like it makes sense, especially for your child being such a young age.
and the party was at his house, right? Travis's house, Kylie's house, both of them, right? So yeah,
Right.
I mean, how would you if Kanye asked you and you're his homie, and the party's at your house? What are you gonna do? You're gonna lie to him and be like, that's disrespectful too. Kind of is in a bad spot.
I can see where it's childish, but I feel like there needs to be boundaries after a divorce. Like I read somewhere that he said that he feels the need that he could walk into their house, their old
the security
house.
stopped him at the door.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you, so what do you guys say that maybe, because clearly it didn't seem like it was an issue that he showed up.
Right. It's not a big deal. It's just that
But
they
I'm
have
saying
an agreement.
maybe Kim
Doesn't.
didn't even care. You're like,
Yeah.
well, dude, like if you're gonna show up, then show up. Why are
Right.
you making a big deal out of it? Like, because it wasn't an issue. Nobody fought. Nobody cared.
Right.
They all loved the family and the kids. Like maybe this was all in Kanye's head because he likes to exaggerate and go over the top. Maybe in his head, because he didn't get the 411 on the party, he's thinking, oh, they're trying to hold my kids hostage. When the reality is, like, dude, you pick them up from school every day. Mm-hmm. You know where the kids are at. If you don't know where the party's at, like, you're out of the loop. I don't have to report to you what's going on. And if, like you said, if he had another party already scheduled, like, dude, go do your party. That's what couples do. They got to find the time. Like, typically, it's not uncommon for separated couples to have 2 birthday parties.
Right.
It's normal. Like, you're going to do one with mom. You're going to do one with pops. 2 parties. And that's kind of cool for the kids, too.
Oh, well, if you're going to say that you need Chicago to know that she's there or you're there for her, you're already planning a party. So don't play that narrative. But I can understand. I just feel like he wants to be back in the loop. Like, he's not in the loop anymore and he just wants to be back with his family.
Well, let's talk about the fact that he probably was thinking, like, I know that dude Pete's going to be there.
Right.
He just dropped, and I can see, by the way, Kim not wanting drama because he just dropped a song 2 days before talking about Pete, talking about their relationship, dragging their personal problems into the public. She's probably, you know what, we don't need no drama. It's the kid's birthday. Let's just have a party, put everything behind us, and that's that. So and Kanye was thinking, they got that white boy over there. I'm going to go over there and lay him out. Mm-hmm. So maybe he was thinking along those lines. But ultimately, overall, probably.
What do you think about him getting a house next to her? I think it's for the kids. I don't think it's for her.
I don't think that's crazy that he got a house.
Right.
I don't think it's crazy as long as he told Kim and said, hey, Kim, I'm going to get a house across the streets. We'll make it easier to see the fam.
Right.
And it's not a big a deal. And she said, oh, that's cool. But if it made it like, girl, I'm getting a house across the street, I'm going to be watching you, then that's a weird thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
It is literally right across the street.
So, yeah, I think that there's those issues of if it was presented the right way, I don't think it's an issue because that's common. A lot of people do that.
Do you think he's trying to play the dad narrative though? Because I don't know.
No, I think he loves his kids. He came from a broken family, and I think he loves his family. I mean, every dad's going to want to see their kids all the time. I'm not mad at him for wanting to be at a party. I would completely understand if Kim said, I don't want you at the birthday party. I understand him being angry if that was the case. But I don't think what he's showing up is the right response. I think like I would be mad, but I'd be like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not like she's going to make a big deal at her kid's birthday party.
Or just like, dude, it's not like you're never going to see your kid again.
Right.
You can see him tomorrow. It's like, today's not a good day. Tomorrow's cool. But yeah, so I think it's just about a matter of having that communication. And it's very possible, I wouldn't put it past Kanye, that the conversations were had. And he's rerouting that information to us different than the conversation that he had taken place with Kim. Because I don't see Kim being a public figure trying to make herself look bad.
Right.
I think she would do everything in the world to make herself look good, whether it's for her best interest or not. So you got to make it look good to the public.
Right.
So I don't think this would be the play to do it, especially since they live right across the street. You can see they're having a party. So, but ultimately, yeah, it's sad that the kids are going to have to watch this in social media and hear about it when they go to school. That's what's sad is. So that's why, hopefully Kanye can, wrap his emotions up kind of bundle them up so the public doesn't see it. So because the public is also his kids.
It's okay. Their kids are on TikTok now. They're being little influencers.
In fact, Kanye brought that up. He wants to control them not being on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the things he said.
He was talking about that he should have, because in an interview that he was doing or whatever he was saying online, they were talking about how he was saying like nothing was final. Nothing was like a final written law thing that they agreed on when they're like separating from each other. And he kept just saying that like, it's not final and I should have the rights to walk up into my house and see my kids without the security and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's actually no longer... Kim actually bought that house. So it's not even Kanye's house.
What do you think about that? Do you think that he should be able to walk in and...
No, not when you separate, you got to have boundaries. Like,
right.
They're no longer a couple.
Right.
So Kanye was a co-owner of that house.
He was saying it's probably because Pete's in there. I saw that.
Well, I mean, even if Pete's in there, that's not his business.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to be like, okay, cool. It's a whole new game right now. And I got to respect her boundaries. Like, he doesn't want Kim showing up at the house, getting in his house when he has the girl over.
Right.
Like, hey, who are you sleeping with? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be cool with that, right? So it goes both ways. So you got to have those boundaries and say, hey, listen, we're both going to be dating other people. Let's get our, our priorities straight. That's, clearly he doesn't have an issue with people dating because he's dating, or he shouldn't have an issue anyways. He's publicly dating and bragging about it.
It was fast, huh?
So I don't think...
I understand where he like can come from with North not having a TikTok because 5 million people watching your... How old is she?
I don't know how old she is.
Yeah, she's probably under 10 watching your your under 10-year-old daughter.
Especially, I think the weird thing, he doesn't live there now, so he doesn't worry about it, but she did a whole tour of their house. I wouldn't want my little kids doing a tour of my house.
Right.
So then that's a security risk for me.
And people are taking the videos and like making other TikTok accounts and trying to act like I saw someone saying that they were Mason, Courtney's son, and it had like almost 800,000 followers.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, I definitely think you got to monitor that if you're a parent, but I don't think he's in a position right now to control the narrative for the whole family. They both have to have a dialogue to raise the kids. It's the only way it's going to work. He can't be getting crazy or wilding because what's going to happen is Kim's going to go right to the lawyer and say, hey, look, this guy just punched out a camera guy yesterday. He's violent. He's out of control. He bought a house across from the street. He's stalking me. And then he's not going to get to see his kids at all. And that's going to be sad. So hopefully he can calm down a little bit and realize, okay, here's where I'm at. He has less control because he's no longer in the house. And that's just the reality of being a separated parent.
And I think that's what's killing him.
It is killing him because you want to have control. You want to be with, those are my kids. I would feel the same way. I think every guy does. But the reality is you got to play the game right if you want to be successful in this situation.
Yeah, one thing for sure, Kanye never disappoints. Like, I don't think you could expect one thing at all.
Wait, are you saying this could be all a ploy to help sell this new album? Because he's always, hey, if we ever notice this, Kanye always pops up when new shit drops. And he just dropped that song with Easy with The Game, which is the tribute to our favorite Eazy-E from NWA. So yeah, it's no surprise, and it would not be shocking if this was another Kim and Ye strategy to promote a new single.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you think it's a Kim and Ye? I think it's just Ye.
I don't think it's just Kim gives a shit.
I think it's
Kim's almost a billionaire. She's not tripping on this nonsense.
Yeah.
All right. But other than that, hopefully, Kanye gets his act together. Or sorry, my bad. Ye gets his act together. But for you guys right now, we got some upcoming artists that sent in their videos. First up, we got a song called Don't Wanna Go by the name King.
King, let's hear it.
Press play.
This is my hood, you know that, right?
Got the Mercedes.
Which one is he?
Where do you think they're from? Just looking at them.
East Coast.
I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna die alone.
That's a graveyard?
Yeah, that's a graveyard.
I can't even smile no more.
So he said one of his homies lost or something?
I can see the tears, they falling.
That looks like the
I watch
cemetery
all the
corner.
monsters bleed. Demons in my soul, demons in my veins. Feel like I could die any day.
Is this dude white or?
Looks like he's Mexican, right?
I just wanna make it
He might be Mexican, you're right. Yeah, he's Mexican.
Do you think one of his homies passed?
Yeah, I mean, I've probably lost a lot of homies. That's just the way the game is.
Yeah.
I don't wanna stay in this place. Everything I love hurts me. Relationships, they cut so deep. Friends too, some lead you dry. But would they do it for you? Probably not. I don't wanna go. I don't
They decided to start filming him when his blunt was almost all the way gone.
Yeah, they probably been recording all day and they ran out of weed.
I can't even smile no more.
You're seeing a little edit of him up there.
I can see
What was it?
He was like a ghost on top
Oh,
of
okay.
it.
I did see something move around in the background just now too.
I live in
Right
the
there.
shadows.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All on my own. Don't feel like me.
Oh, look at the thing said king. The cemetery?
You'll never
Oh, okay.
know, 'cause I'm a soldier.
Or
I put it on my
the
shoulders.
So it's he's basically talking about his death.
Look at most. Ain't that the truth? I should have died a couple times. Who pray for who feel like
He's abusing that top box and auto-tune, I mean.
Can't pay a visit cause of my family
King.
issues. Ain't that some shit? It made me crack feel go roast.
Is that editing or is this actually somebody buried there named King?
I don't know, that's what I was wondering.
He's hiding behind the
tombstone.
tombstone.
I love you. Hey, at least you won't be like me. Little bro, I don't wanna go.
It's a cool little track though.
Yeah,
don't
that's a
know,
good little beat.
I don't wanna die alone.
I can see getting like having a couple of drinks and being depressed and going, I don't want to go, I don't want to leave.
I can't even smile no more. I can see
But
the
I can't, I don't understand if it's because he's
I can see
sad.
the tears,
That's
they
why.
falling.
No, I think he's just talking about his dad, like Tupac. Oh, he got his dog changed, like he's been in the military or something? I know one thing, his homie was covering up that logo on that shirt the entire time. Whoever paid him to wear that shirt is pissed off right now. Could never see the name of the shirt. Like, dude, you're gonna rock a shirt and you got paid to promote it, you better show me. Oh, there's this right here. You didn't show GRG music. Grg music. All right, so I don't know where King is from. It looked like, based on the trees and the vibe and the clouds, I'm guessing Midwest, maybe Kansas.
Yeah.
But I know one thing, he don't want to go and he don't want to leave.
Yeah, it was a good song. I feel like maybe. Oh, look, it says Carolina Kid.
See? Midwest.
Look at you. Look at you.
Kansas is close.
Yeah, I feel like maybe a lot of people who are in their fields could relate to it. Maybe I personally wouldn't listen to it,
Yeah,
but
you're probably not. You're probably not thinking I might get smoked walking down the street. Somebody
Yeah.
might come by and just shoot me. Probably not a thought process most people have.
right.
But there's a lot of people that do have those thoughts. Like, hey, at any minute. it's
Yeah,
my time.
depending on who what you're into, what your friends are into, you know.
Yeah, I think that too myself. Like, I worry about that too. So, at any
What do you
minute, you
think
got enemies creeping.
About it, Prodigy.
Yeah, and like it doesn't have to be always just about like, oh, I'm gonna get burned down on the sidewalk today. It could be just about like, your mental state or how you're feeling, that could relate to them. So it's cool. I probably wouldn't like listen to that type of song just because of how slow it was, and then it kind of reminded me of like real old hip hop and stuff with that, like
Definitely dated.
the whole like Soulja Boy era with all the auto tune and stuff like that, where you can you really
Is
hear
auto tune cool anymore? Most rappers aren't doing that right now, are they?
Well, a lot of rappers do. Like Future has I swear he has his own
Well, Future's
preset.
signature sound is auto tune. He's not going to change that. But I'm saying, like, if you listen to a lot of these newer rappers, the young kids, straight, there's no effect on the vocals.
And if that, it's such a tiny amount, or they've mastered it so well that you can't even notice, and it just sounds good.
Like a lot of these new up tempo tracks, these kids are just straight rapping now.
Yeah, because they hear people like
They don't want to
Young
get
Boy.
shit on.
Yeah.
They hear people like Young Boy just spitting bars and stuff like about real stuff, and they're like, "Oh, it sounds hard. Just might as well not use it,"
All right. Next we have Kanye and Jay Harper with the song Bittersweet.
Bittersweet. Let's see what this is about.
Press play.
Taylor Nay.
Did I say it right? That was a cool little
Got a vibe already with a nice little.
silhouette. I want those for my room.
Oh, it's like a soul type of record.
She looks so pretty.
What's that? What's that in the background? A ukulele?
Having all of me in a sheet, sweet sliding on top of you. I'm riding, kissing you excited.
Sounds like a ukulele.
It's giving me like,
Let's take it to the floor.
it's giving me like old Janae vibes.
Your vibe got me in a haze.
Or even I have.
This might be a guitar on the high frets, right next to the fret.
Or Sydney Ray Into You. That's how she sounds.
It sounds like more than 4 chords, 4 strings. That's why.
I like the beat of this song.
Yeah, it's true.
It's that neo soul shit. Which I love. Got those cool pigtails.
She's got a good look to her. And like it's not too much going on, you know? It's just her singing.
It's one of the nights. Trying to be with you. Show that you at.
Playing Uno.
Is this Jay Harper?
For sure. Got a good voice. His voice is higher than hers.
Going through some shit. Never been alone. I'm like used to this.
Who does he sound like? Somebody that he sounds like.
I'm trying to think too.
You know who he sounds like? YK Osiris.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a song, wait. Give me a song that you're thinking of.
A song by YK Osiris?
Is it me or is it the vocals and the timing on the mouth are off?
A little bit, yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Song by YK Osiris somewhere.
Oh, wait.
No, because I was trying to think. The one where he's all like, I could give you the world, baby.
Okay.
girl."
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's the song's called Bittersweet. So I didn't even hear that hook or anything. But
So she was the feature, but she's like the hook.
she's actually the main artist.
Oh, she's the artist? Is it her song?
That other dude's the guest artist.
Gotcha.
This is her new record, I guess. But
What'd you think about Prodigy?
I actually really like that record. I like songs that like you can just like listen to and just be like peaceful and just like chilling, like not worrying about anything, just like sitting there enjoying it and stuff
Does
like
that say 42 views? You guys go run that shit up.
oh yeah, this is gonna after this.
Yeah, go run that shit up.
Those are going up.
That video is really nice. I really liked it. I thought the vibe, it matched with the whole song. Like even the lights in the background, the neon lights, her hair, and your voice was gorgeous. I thought it was great. I think I would listen to that, like to my
she's,
friends.
She doesn't have the traffic. She seems like a new artist. I don't know her personally, but I'm sure after this, people are going to go check her out.
Yeah.
And I like the song. For me, this is like that neo soul stuff, and I love that type of music. I love that vibe because this type of record you could just play in a car and you just drive or just get down, get your little swerve on, and you're feeling all right.
Right,
Put you in
yeah.
a good mood and just get you right. So yeah, she did a good job.
She sounds like Janae Aiko to me.
And I'll be curious to check out more records from, what is his name, the other guy in there? Or
Jay Harper.
I'd like to go check out Jay Harper's stuff because Jay Harper had a little cool little vibe too.
I thought he was gonna be like some like Brent Fires type of guy.
Yeah, I thought he was going to start rapping or something because that typically if somebody sent me that record and said, Floss, I got this record, what type of artist? I would personally say throw in a rapper to offset the vibe so it's not too much.
Yeah.
But Jay Harper actually killed it to where it wasn't too much singing. Because sometimes today in today's society, like the market today, you overdo it with singing and kids, you'll lose a kid. You'll lose an audience. So I say if you're going to do 3/4 of your record, you're going to have a feature, switch it up and throw in something a little bit more aggressive.
It's even good to have a guy because I feel like that even pulls it in.
100%. You
Yeah.
gotta have if you're a female singing, throw a dude on there.
Yeah.
And if you're a dude singing, throw a female rapping on there. Vice versa.
I feel like Tyler the Creator does a really good job at doing that, of being able to like put into like his slow hooks and songs and stuff, but then he can also like he can actually rap. So,
Yeah, that helps.
yeah, it's a good switch up.
Yeah, because you don't want like R&B is great. R&B music is great. The problem with R&B, it's great, and then you get bored at the end. So that's why it's, you know, when we started making records, we started doing R&B with rapping, or rapping, and then we put an R&B hook, because then you have a good balance. Like, okay, cool. Now you got a party. So anyways, next we have an artist by the name of Bozo. This guy I've known for a long time. Haven't talked to him for a minute because he went on vacation, if you know what I mean. And then he put out this song called Friend Like Me. I haven't listened to it yet, haven't seen anything about it, so let's check it out and press play.
It's got a lot of views. I like that.
So that's all, yeah. There you go. Right there, perfect. So hold that. Do it.
You be Southsiders? Oh, it's a dedication to one of the homies?
Yeah.
So this is Bozo right
For
here.
my dogs.
So I'm playing Tupac.
That Pee-wee Kid bitch. Yeah. Hey. We still shining on my side. The steel pick across my stomach, bitch. Don't forget it. Yeah.
That would have been cool if you guys said it at the same time.
Yeah, especially not hearing the song.
Forever thuggy and I love it. The steel pick across my stomach. This a gang motherfucker and I put up in the bubble. I don't even if I don't tuck it. If I tuck it, I'm gon' bust it. We be taking lives cause our attitude is fucking. Fuck the other side, we ain't letting up for nothing. Your relatives
Yeah, this beat is definitely a version of the Tupac
Ain't
record.
nothing to agree with cause
That's
we do
cute,
it out of
that's
love.
smart.
I saw my dog hurt when they hit him with that slug. I saw his mom cry with it
This type of
buried in his
music
mug.
is like,
I hold his little girls
and these
cause I
type of
know
videos
they
are the
need
best
love.
because
I was only 15
it's all
when the
about
homies
them.
put me on. We was turned
Especially
up
if
in
like
the hood,
in,
fuck
like
the
situations
club.
like this
We
where
was shoplifting,
they get
so
out
we
the
kept
pins
the
and
G's
stuff.
up. There ain't
It's
no other
like
click like the fucking
these videos.
It means more.
Yeah, it means so much more because it's like they come home to their family and like your whole gang, your whole city loves you because you didn't snitch or whatever. You just went through it for your homies.
Yeah, this track is from a version of America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Him and Snoop, right? Two of America's Most Wanted.
You ain't never had a friend like me. They try to
Picture
kill us.
perfect.
We was
Paint a
barely
perfect
in the
picture.
teens. It didn't matter though. We had Berettas in our jeans. We had
It's cool
killers
that
on our
he's
team
adding
doing
in the
shit
old
they never
pictures.
seen. I bought my first
Yeah, it's
caddy.
dope.
I was only 16.
You can tell they're old
Remember
too,
Pop
by-
screaming at us. We was on the street.
I like the way
looking
they're
for
dressing and
enemies,
stuff.
looking
It's
for
almost like
fiends. Every
an
quarter
older
ounce became another
Tupac
pound
too,
of
because he
weed.
keeps mentioning
We were
Tupac's
doing
name.
robberies
So
to
it's
help
not like
each other
like he's
eat.
straight
I
jacking
caught
the
a
beat.
couple
He's
years,
just,
he was shining
showing
on the
respect.
streets. I still remember Cubby always hauling on his heat. Posted at the taco shack, I saw the enemies. It was broad daylight when the homies start to squeeze. Smith Park with my dogs, always looking for some freaks. If your bitch in the hood, then your bitch was on her knees. Cruising down with you, we were hunting enemies. We do it
Down
like we
Whittier,
niggas,
so
we keep shooters on our
what
team,
you
motherfucker. And if I gotta catch a slug, tell my girl I love her. Look out for my sons, tell my little girls I'ma look out from above. Squeeze the foliado till you empty out the slugs. Yeah, cause you ain't never had a friend like me.
And he's in the neighborhood, so that's cool.
You think that's where they grew up at?
Yeah, I guarantee where he probably used to live. He probably lived for most of his life. You guys don't know what it's like to when you live in a hood. You gotta your apartments. You have a little washroom. You saw the washing machines there. So you go down there and everybody's doing their laundry down there because you don't have a washing machine in your apartment. So you kids aren't subject to that, so you wouldn't know what that's all about. But you got to go down and share a washing machine. So maybe like you're about ready to dry your shit, and you have to go to somebody else's dryer and take out their dirty chonies and throw them up on the washing machine so you can get your shit in there and dry it up. Because so you're touching some other grown man's dirty underwear just so you can dry your clothes and get to work. So yeah, that's part of apartment living. Still today, it's nothing different. Doesn't matter what kind of apartment you live at. You don't have a washing machine and dryer in your apartment room. You got to go down and share that laundry room. A little different when it's nicer versus ghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this track. Personally, I haven't listened to much of Bozo myself, but obviously being around Flossie the Boss for most of my life, all my life.
Most of my life.
There's parts I don't remember. But yeah, growing up around this type of music, like I was saying earlier, I really like it because if you really take the time to listen and dissect everything they're talking about, like most of the time, they're really like 100% truthful about what they're talking about.
Yeah, real
because
shit.
especially with Chicano rap, that's how they represent themselves. You know, they're not gonna lie about what they're doing. They're not gonna be like people out here and rapping hip hop nowadays. You know, faking it, capping it, everything about like selling or slanging or whatever they had to do. These fools are like literally writing their lives on pen and paper and then singing it.
Right.
And this dude, like he's telling, ultimately it's about telling a story. Just so you know, rap started out about telling stories. And usually it's about telling stories from a person being broke. They call it the hood, but the reality is it's not about necessarily, rap didn't start because you're from the gangster or from a hood or anything like that. It started out about broke people telling their story on a beat. And so the tales and the stories became the excitement of rap. Like, oh my God, that guy's telling stories about how I live and I can relate to that.
Right.
So it evolves more into to what it is, more commercial, mainstream. But ultimately, if you always go back to the roots where it's just tell your story on a beat, you're going to be successful. People like that shit because people can relate. Like, oh yeah, I lived in an apartment like that. Everybody can relate to being broke. We all start out broke. Nobody starts out rich. I don't know anybody that start out rich. Yeah, there are people, Trump's kids or some shit. I don't know. I never grew up, I never met anybody that started out rich. Never have in my life. I always meet people that made money later. So, but it's possibly because I grew up poor. So when you grow up like that, you don't meet people that are rich. And I was born rich and my dad bought me a Ferrari when I was 16. Mm-hmm. I don't know people like that. But anyways, yeah, so the stories are great. It's entertaining. And that's what I love about hip hop for me.
Yeah.
That's the culture.
I really liked that it had like a lot of personal pictures. Even it showed that's probably where I don't know too much about him.
It's probably where he was raised.
Yeah, where he was raised. And like, I like that it had a lot of flavor in it, you could put yourself into there. So I like that. It was good.
I'm not mad at that record, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Make sure you guys go check out Bozo. I might just go check out some
I might have to go, make sure, like, actually, he sent me, just so you know, he sent me 6 songs. He's dropping a new album, 6 songs. He sent me 6 songs to listen to today. So I'm going to go check him out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a talented artist based on this. And, of course, anybody showing love to Tupac, it happens to be my favorite rap artist. Not because I'm from the West Coast, but just because he's the dopest artist. So, but other than that, what else we got going on, Prodigy?
All right. I'm sure you guys all know by now, but Gunna dropped his long-awaited Drip Season 4. What is it? Drip Season Forever? That's, yeah.
Everybody loves Gunna.
Everybody loves Gunna. I personally really like Gunna. I've been listening to his music since the first Drip Season album he dropped. And I've been, waiting for him. He's done a lot of evolving and stuff. But today we got the infamous, probably one of his biggest songs right now on the album with Future and Young Thug on it called Pushin' P.
Trending number 6.
Just released the music video. We're about to check it out.
And by the way, just before you get started, Gunna has his own label.
Ooh.
You guys, he owns his own content. He has YSL Records. He's had it from day one. But this dude was like a boss. He's just hustling, and he's like, now this album, I guarantee you will put him in the top echelon of all rappers. He's always been there. We all know who he is, but I think this album's going to put him. He's got songs with Drake on this album. So this album's going to escalate him to be like, now he's going to be the name that competes with the Drakes. Mm-hmm. So I think you got to show respect to this dude. He's been grinding, independent dude.
You got Chris Brown on the album.
You got Chris Brown. Hell yeah, he's got everybody came together. I mean, this album's with Future and who else? There's another person on there.
Future and Young Thug.
Young Thug, 2 of the hottest artists in the game. So like,
and they're all connected too. Like you can see it when they dropped their the album that was about like everybody. The most recent one. Slime Season.
Yeah.
When they dropped that album with a huge list of songs and just supporting all of the homies and everybody, putting them on the game and everything like that.
See, I even know, like, because I've known them for a long time. That's why I saw Fargo, the homie, and I got watch. Because I've been booking Thug for a minute because he's dope and that's his manager, Nakia. But those guys right there, they have been grinding. I remember back in the days, they're just doing work for whatever kind of money, just bring it, run it. And the dude's been grinding. The Kia, great job. Keep hustling, keep grinding. And I hope you guys make the most money you can make in 2022.
Yes, sir. With that being said, let's watch this. Press play.
Go.
There's a whole dance on TikTok right now. It's like, something like that.
Yeah, they made a real big deal about this record. Like Future, Gunna, and Thug, they're all posting about it before it drops. They got so much ice.
That dude's iced out.
I like how they switched up like their verses, like Gunna then Future, then Gunna then Future. Gunna.
They got. Go ahead. Sorry.
Gunna has like the one of the most interesting styles. I saw him at Rolling Loud, and he was wearing an Adidas tracksuit. To be honest, he wasn't like that good looking.
Right.
I mean, that's real hip hop.
Is this in LA? Possibly.
I can't tell where he's at.
But they're showing like the high fashion, like the what everyone wants to like be when they come into LA.
I wonder what Young Thug will be wearing because he has a weird fashion too.
Young Thug is definitely different, unique.
His whole album cover was him in a dress.
Yeah, he's different, unique. The reason why they rock the dress is because they know it gets your attention. Did you wear a dress on an album cover?
What do you say?
Yeah,
I think I would too.
At some point to the song, when I first listened to it, I couldn't tell who was rapping what part. They all kind of have the same general sound, except for Future. Future is recognizable, but they're all recognizable like in their different ways.
I mean, think about it. If you're gonna be a superstar, you gotta have a crazy style that people are gonna recognize you as. You gotta brand it like that. Now, what do you guys think of the record? It seems like it's doing numbers, so that clearly it's not no one's gonna take our opinion on what they think about it.
Right.
The audience has already voted.
Yeah.
The record's already a certified hit for sure.
I personally, I love this record. I've been waiting for this album for a while. And when I saw that, because they didn't really leak any of their songs except for, the one they already had out, which was...
The Drake one?
It wasn't the Drake one. It was another record that was already out. But when I saw that, like, and you see like Gunna and then Future and then Young Thug, I was like, oh,
three of the hottest rappers.
Yeah, this is gonna be sick.
The cool thing about it is like those are three of the hottest artists in the younger bracket. You got the Lil Waynes and the Nickys and the Drakes, and then you go break it down to the newer generation, and you got three of the biggest artists in their lane.
Yeah, and like Future is Future's a little
He's
older,
an OG.
right?
He's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
and he's got the signature auto tune. He's one of those rappers who grabbed that auto tune and made that the sound for him. So he's got it.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to Rolling Loud. I was like front stage when Future was performing. I saw Kanye come out and everything. It was pretty crazy. But like, I was thinking to myself, like, man, you can tell that like Future is like getting older and has been in like this performing business for a while because he doesn't like go crazy. He's not like trying to show out or anything, but like he's just like there rapping and just like standing and bobbing his head, but people are still going crazy.
Yeah, after a while, like, doing all the dancing and stuff like that, when you get older, you're just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna let everybody else do that. They already know my records, their hits precede me, so all I gotta do is show up.
Yeah. So when you have the credibility already.
Drake's still dancing though.
I watched his old music video, the one where he's like this. So bad.
But he's still doing his thing, and he's the biggest artist in the world, so damn, go get it.
But yeah, it looked like they had a lot of fun making this music video. It was them partying, like what everyone wants to do when they come out and like, or be famous, like that's all they want, the lifestyle, right? So I think that's like a big appeal to the music video as well.
I think it's pretty like tight that they're all like close homies and stuff like that, because you can see their excitement when, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was FaceTiming my homie, he was at work and then he was like, hey yo, Gunna dropped his album right now, gotta go. He hung up the phone and I checked it and what was I about to say? Oh man, I'm losing my train of thought.
Seeing they having a good time on them.
Oh yeah. Right when I did that, I go to the Instagram stories to make sure it's real and he's not messing with me. And it just literally, it's like Future. They all say like Push and P. They were promoting it so much. You could tell they were all excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
All the other artists, they're like waiting for them to drop it so they could like announce like, oh,
That's so
Every artist out there
cool.
knows that they're gonna get a bigger paycheck because of this record.
yeah, like,
So their money goes up, their stock goes up. So it's a good look for everybody, man.
yeah. It's obviously working. Everybody's. I don't know if you've seen it on social media. Everybody putting the blue P everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Hey, more power
Got a
to you
trend
guys,
to it
man.
now too.
Yeah, and it's a cool ass beat. Anyways, I mean, shit, go do your thing, you guys, and keep it moving. And what do we got going on, Lena?
Nope.
There's no more video.
All right, well, that wraps up our show. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe so you get those notifications when we drop some new heat.
Got to keep up on our latest videos. And don't
Yes.
forget to send in your music videos to Flossie the Boss. Our
Flossie the
Instagram
Boss.
handles are right here.
DM us, please.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be a wrap for tonight. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, sir. Catch you next time.
Press play.